up everyone, it's your girl Karina, and today we are doing a video that has been on my mind a lot recently, especially with the last video that I've done about is it an outfit, is it skinny? If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it in the cards as well as in the description. Throughout all of my different videos regarding that topic, I constantly would get, comments or DMs just stating how I wouldn't wear this until I was skinny enough. And I kind of just wanted to dive into this topic a little bit more and tell you that you don't have to be skinny to wear what you want. I kind of wanted to go into this video maybe showing you things where people don't feel comfortable wearing because they feel like they need to be skinny enough to wear them or anything like that. I just really wanted to open this conversation, and so I just think it's a very important message to talk about this concept, because I feel like for the longest I was that person that was stuck in this mindset as well, and it took me a while to make the switch and be like, no Karina, you just need to deconstruct what you've been socially constructed to think. So that is what we're doing today. But before we jump into the video, I do want to thank today's sponsor, which is Bellesa. I want to thank Bellesa for sponsoring this part of the video. We've actually teamed up to do a giveaway. More details in that in a little bit. But first of all, I just want to talk about Bellesa if you haven't heard of them. Bellesa is a by women for women company for all things sexuality. One of Bellesa's mission is to empower, embrace, and celebrate your sexuality. They have so many different things on their website, including toys, erotica, and even sex education. Growing up Mexican American, I just always felt like there was this stigma surrounding loving yourself in that particular way. I feel like for the longest, I've kind of let that construct of exploring my sexuality affect me. And I think that's why it took me to my late 20s to explore my sexuality. Definitely recommend you check these products out, because I'm gonna be talking about one of my freaking faves. We're talking about the Air Vive. I've had this for almost a year and a half, y'all, and this has been a great addition to my life. First of all, I love how the packaging is. It's rechargeable, it's portable, and cute, sleek. That gold accent just takes it to another level. This baby is waterproof, rechargeable, very silent, y'all, and my favorite part, it has dual stimulation. Another thing too, it has just a flexible neck so you can get in wherever you want. And this baby, we get along just fine. All of them are compact, and when you get it shipped to you as well, it comes in discreet packaging. Yeah, my friends Bellesa and I are going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to be giving away different toys, gift cards, discounts. So all you have to do is click the link in my description box or check out the link here and sign up. And everyone in this giveaway wins something, so don't forget to check it out in the links down below. So have fun with yourself, or maybe with a partner if you're trying to spice things up. Once again, I want to thank Bellesa for sponsoring today's video, and also just creating a safe space for women and empowering them and making us feel liberating for loving ourselves to the fullest extent. Okay, thank you Bellesa for partnering with me, and now let's get back to the video. Before we get into the outfits, I quickly just want to have a dialogue and basically talk about why I wanted to create this video. First of all, I just feel like there isn't that much representation of plus size bodies, and I've always wanted to be the space or the platform where you feel comfortable in your body, as well as have some type of representation of that, because this is my body in its full form. I appreciate her very much. First off, there are no rules on how to express yourself. There are no rules on how you can and cannot dress. I think for most of us, that's very difficult to deconstruct, because for most of our lives, we've been told how to act and that our appearance is a first impression. Of course, it's reinforced through all these various platforms such as TV, films, magazines, social media, as well as different cultures. And because of this, we have been conditioned to feel inadequate when we don't meet those standards. All of this combined, it made me not feel enough, that my body was something I had to constantly talk about and fight for, because it was one of the first things that was recognized. Because of this, I've often felt like I got even more confused on what to wear, because I was following these ideals of what I should be wearing or best for my particular body type. It made it even more difficult and unenjoyable to get ready for myself. And that's why I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be skinny to wear what you want. As much as we learn all these constructs and how we should be dressing, how we should be acting, we can also deconstruct that. Likewise, I just want to share share a light on my personal experience and my perspective on getting ready for myself and dressing how I want to. Obviously, the fashion industry is non-inclusive. Most of us know that bigger body types don't have the adequate resources to be able to wear what they want if they wanted to. That in itself is another hurdle that most plus size bodies have to deal with. Even if they have built the confidence to want to wear what they want, our opportunities are limited. And I also want to acknowledge my privilege as someone who is on the lower end of plus size, who is a size 16, and when brands do extend their sizing, I'm one of the first people that is included within those sizes. I am aware that there is people that can't dress the way they want because there isn't access to the clothing that they want to wear because brands don't make it in their particular size. I'm coming from a perspective, if you feel afraid to wear a particular thing because of the way you've been conditioned to look at your body and you do have those available resources, then you should be able to wear what you want right now. Okay, so I just had to say all of that because I just think it's apparent moving forward. But yeah, I want to move on to the first outfit. I guess insecurity or concept is the whole like stomach area and just the aspect that you feel like you can't wear tight clothing because it's going to emphasize that area more. First of all, this dress is freaking stunning. I love that it's like a maxi, and then in the back it has like this cool like asymmetrical strap. Also very comfortable for being like a fitted dress, you know what I mean? Because I feel like sometimes some bodycon dresses aren't like not the most like comfortable in the sense of like the material. I can vividly remember feeling the insecurity of having a stomach because obviously, you know, when it comes to the topics of fat, the first thing we think about is our stomach. I remember me in middle school and being more aware of my body. I got to a point where I would wear 2 different types of spandex underneath all my clothing to hide the fact that I had a stomach. Now, don't get me wrong, I know still people love to wear shapewear, and if that's you, that's totally fine. But the fact that I was so fixated on my appearance because I just didn't want to be called out for being fat is so heartbreaking. I just wanted to fit in and I just wanted to be, you know, accepted. But it was hard when you are constantly being called out for how you look. It makes you question your individuality. I remember it came to a point where I came home, you know, after wearing 2 spandex all day, like 3 different shirts on top of that. The reddest like marks all over my stomach area that, you know, I was like, well, beauty is pain, right? I'm here to tell you that showing your stomach isn't the end of the world. If I put this on and I feel hot, I'm the main character. Because at the end of the day, baby, I'm wearing this, not you. The feeling that I feel now to not wear shapewear and just be like, literally, it's just my underwear underneath this, no bra. I would have never thought I would be in this position because I feel the most comfortable that way. The shapewear was restricting me so much. It made me feel more uncomfortable and more apparent of my body. If you have a bodycon dress and you are thinking on wearing it until you're skinny, I'm here to tell you, no baby, you should wear that right now. That's my take on it. Another thing I hear constantly is open back items such as tops or dresses. I have this top right here, which is one of my favorite brands. It's the Line by K, and you know, for the longest this was one of the things that I felt I could never wear. I think usually when we think of open back clothing, it's kind of equated to sexy and hot. My body wasn't considered sexy or hot. One of the things for me that has truly helped me with just anything in general is just getting out of my comfort zone. And I know that is something so difficult to do because I feel like we're constantly, you know, questioning our decisions, or maybe there's just fear of getting out of what you're used to and comfortable with. And I'm there with y'all, and I feel like the only way I'm able to grow is to just get out of my comfort zone. It allows me to finally have a concrete decision. Sometimes we put a boundary up before we even give it a try, and that just takes away, I feel like, the overall experience. How can you know if you would not like something unless you try it? Getting out of that mindset of having to look a certain way to dress the way I want to has allowed me to embrace who I am right now and what my body is capable of doing and what it does for me, and enjoying that aspect. So yeah, don't be afraid to wear those backless tops if you want. Go wear that, baby. So the next concept is showing your arms. This is something that I personally didn't really experience, but it was more something that I feel like I was conditioned to look at, because I guess at that time, you know, I was more focused like, yeah, it's hot, why am I gonna wear a long sleeve? Before I started filming this, I was quickly on TikTok and I came across this TikTok video. This person talks about I feel like, you know, Hispanic cultural social norms of dealing with body shaming within my particular culture. So here we go.
Sí salió muy flaca esta. Sí salió muy flaca mi hija. Pues como la abuela ya ves que la abuela era delgada, ya ves que por parte de allá son delgados. Les digo yo que son puros pedazos de tripa. Sí, mira, ven hija, ven, volteate. No te muevas. Mira, este pantalón que trae es cero y la prima ya usa 10, pero ya es que la prima está ancha. Sí, ya está ancha para su edad y cuando crezca se va a poner gorda, ya gorda como ellos. Sí. Pero no, esta no tiene nada de carne, le digo que coma, ¿verdad? Y pues mi hijo salió chaparrito, como los tíos. Le digo que cuando vamos a recogerlo a la escuela no lo vemos, porque entre todos los niños él es el más chiquito. Sí, a ver si crece, pero no, así se va a quedar, yo creo.
And so, you know, growing up as a Latina, a lot of this body shaming often comes from the culture, and I can relate to this TikTok very well. You know, there's this thing about we're constantly comparing their children to one another, very apparent with the fat phobia in that culture, and even in my personal experience, being given nicknames regarding your body appearance. For instance, flaca, which means skinny, or gorda, which is fat, or chaparro, meaning short. And the fact that these nicknames even exist and to, you know, box us into what our bodies are, or oftentimes it's hard to deconstruct those things because they are set in their traditional viewpoints, and oftentimes they think that it's all in fun, like it's not to be taken seriously, but then they do take it seriously. And it just creates this whole generational trauma. And this is why I think it's imperative to remember that a lot of the times the insecurities that you may be experiencing aren't particularly coming from you, but it's coming from someone else and their perceptions, but they're just telling you because they have a sense of insecurity and they feel the need to project it into other people. Our experiences are altered by other people projecting their experience. And after being a bully for so many years about my body and just, you know, people having opinions about my body when they're not living in my body day to day, there was a time where I called this my identity like switch, which is I've had this person living in my comfortable self and the person that I wanted to be. I was so afraid to express myself because I just didn't want any attention on me personally. I didn't want to step on anyone's toes because I was so worried about what they would think of me. And at the end of the day, I was hurting myself more, worrying about what other people were thinking of me than of how I was thinking about myself. Decided to pursue the person that I wanted to be. I never felt so confident in all of my choices because I know that all of my choices are coming from my identity and how I want to represent myself and how I want to showcase myself to the world. I would have not gotten here and I would have not enjoyed who I am and who I'm becoming if I didn't give myself that space to express myself. And that's why I am so adamant on talking about self-expression. This is a way you can give yourself self-love. Do it because you matter, and that's all you should worry about. Okay, so moral of the story, I believe that everyone should be able to express and wear what they want, and I hope at a certain point you feel comfortable to be able to do that. And I know it's not just like an on and off switch, it's a learning process, and I feel like I'm still in that process myself. Fashion is supposed to be fun, and I know I enjoy the aspects of getting ready because it's just a form of self identity for me. I hope this serves you as encouragement if you needed any to enjoy who you are, and don't let a phrase, "I'll wear this when I'm skinny," or "I'll wear this when I lose weight," to stop you from wearing what you want. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is your perception and how you feel. Yeah, that is all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I definitely needed this video for me personally because, you know, I'm body neutral, and there's still times where I still struggle with, you know, body positivity in general. And I often need these reminders because I feel like, you know, being constantly bombarded with all media platforms, you kind of get in a weird place where you start comparing yourself and you forget to be gentle to who you are. Videos like these really help me, and this is why I choose to do videos like this, because I feel like if it's something that like I could benefit, I'm hoping that some of you will benefit from it as well. Don't forget to check out Bellesa. Like I mentioned, we're doing a giveaway, so all you have to do is sign up, and everyone who signs up literally wins something. So check the link in the description box down below. And that is all for me, loves. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on all my platforms. It's Living as Karina on IG, TikTok, and whatnot. Sending you lots of love. I'll see you soon with a new video.